Hello there, welcome back to World Wellness Weekend. Today I'm going to talk about how we can talk ourselves into or out of something and how our thoughts really power our feelings. Now, an old boss of mine used to say, don't become a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you think of things in a specific way, good things can start to happen if you're thinking of them positively. And inversely, if your thoughts are constantly negative, then perhaps you're attracting more negative things into your life. Now, our thoughts really do determine our future, so paying attention to our internal dialogue is a real good key to success. So what's that internal dialogue, you might be asking yourself? Well, it's that voice inside your head that's constantly commentating on everything around you. I mean, for example, the conversation we may be having about pros and cons of having that third glass of wine or buying those shoes. It can also be helping us decide whether or not we believe in something, and of course whether or not we should change what we're doing. And I should also mention that your internal dialogue can turn on automatically if you let it. And before you know it, you've made a decision without actually realizing it. But if we can turn that around and pay a bit more attention to the conversation, and then we can change the dialogue. If you're feeling bad, then check those thoughts. They are probably going to be on the negative side that you've been thinking. If you're feeling good, I bet you were having positive thoughts. So really create some awareness about your feelings and sort of listen to the conversation and decide, who you want to be in control, you or the little voice. Now, don't get me wrong though, it is perfectly healthy to have negative feelings. It's how we learn and grow. But if unresolved for any lengthy periods, they're not going to be good for us. So let's put that into context when we talk about diet and lifestyle. I often think about those two voices as my positive, nurturing, caring self, who often has a quiet, soft voice because sometimes she gets left behind. And then my boisterous, brash, disruptive voice that will be talking me out of getting up early and going for that bike ride because it's dark or the weather is bad. So when my boisterous, brash, disruptive voice is coming onto the center stage, I just take a moment to let my vision of my healthier self, my more vital self appear, like a genie out of a bottle. And then I bring into the stage or onto the stage my nurturing self, who gently reminds me of my goals and it coaxing me out of my bed and into my sports gear. And another tip I want to give you is to change the internal language. I mean, all too often, when we are trying to make changes to our diet and lifestyle, we can automatically be saying words like, I can't, or I'm not allowed, or I should, or it's going to be difficult. I mean, these kinds of words will actually undermine your efforts because subconsciously they'll be really making you feel resentful of your decision to change, or that you're being deprived of something. So instead, try to adopt a different internal language. Don't say, I don't eat that, or I don't want to eat that. You can say things like, this is not supporting my goal of being healthy, so I choose not to eat that. I don't want that because it's not going to be helpful for me. Or this may be difficult and challenging me, but I'm going to take it step by step. So the next time you find your loud voice telling you to give up or that it won't matter if you have one extra slice of cream cake, take a moment to say to yourself, hold on a minute, is there someone else who would like to chip in and let your nurturing self say a few words? So thanks again for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.